All right, so today we're gonna try out one of these new pure protein bars. This is a new flavor that's basically Cocoa Pebbles that's made with Post, so it's like the official Cocoa Pebbles here. For those who don't know about pure protein, they're like, very middle of the ground, like solid protein bars. They typically have somewhere around 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. In this case here, we're looking at 180 calories and 20 grams of protein. So this is actually pretty good. Usually what I try and do is I take the calories, so in this case the 180 calories, divide it by 10. So if we divide 180 by 10, we get 18. And so I want at least 18 grams of protein or more for it to be like a solid to high quality protein bar or protein snack or whatever. So in this case we have 20, so we have more than 18. So there's actually a very solid protein snack, whereas if it was 180 calories and let's say 12 grams of protein, I wouldn't consider it a high protein, high quality protein snack. Other things on here, it does have 3.5 grams of fat, 2.5 is saturated fat, so if you care about that. Pretty low on cholesterol and sodium. It does have 4 grams of added sugar, so again, it's something you care about. In the case of this bar and most of the pure protein bars, they have a little to no fiber, and this has less than 1 gram of fiber. It has very little as far as vitamins, 10% of your daily value of calcium and iron, 0% for vitamin D, 2% for potassium. And as far as the ingredients, again, it depends on what you care about or don't care about. The main ingredient is the protein blend, which is using soy protein isolate, milk protein isolate, and whey protein isolate. It does have some hydrolyzed collagen in there, so you want to be careful about too much collagen in there where it just makes the protein look higher than it actually is. But on here for the 20 grams, it does say it's 35% of the daily value, so it is some higher quality protein in there. It does have some other things if you care about, like palm oil. It obviously has sugar in it, artificial flavors. It's got, the dreaded red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1. It does have some sucralose in it as well. So for these things, just depends on whether you care about those or not. So here's what the bar looks like individually packaged. So let's pop it open. Our official Cocoa Pebbles protein bar. And here's what the bar looks like. So in this case, it is a harder bar, which pretty much all the pure protein bars are, but it does have this additional layer on top. So sometimes the pure protein bars are just a chocolatey cover like this. In this case, since it's the Cocoa Pebbles, it does have like this cream on top and also like the actual pebbles on top, and it looks like maybe some pebbles in the middle as well to get that Cocoa Pebbles look and flavor hopefully to it. When I smell it, you can also kind of smell a little bit of the Cocoa Pebbles. So if you've ever had the Cocoa Pebbles cereal and you know what it smells like, so when you're actually like having your Cocoa Pebbles on a Saturday morning watching your cartoons, it has a little bit of that smell to it. It's not very strong, but it does have a little bit of that smell to compare to other pure protein bars I've had that don't necessarily have any smell to it. And you can see it is a little bit chewy as well. So it's kind of a mix of it being a harder protein bar, but then when you actually go and break it, it is a little bit chewy. It doesn't like snap and crumble everywhere. So let's try it out. And so when you bite into it, it also is a mix of it being a little bit soft on top with this little cream area, a little chewy in the middle with the Cocoa Pebbles like crunchy area, and then a little bit hard with the bottom chocolate area as well. So then when I'm biting into it and chewing it, it is a little bit hard to chew on. As far as the taste, I wouldn't say it's necessarily anything strong. Like it's not a very strong Cocoa Pebbles flavor to it. And it's also not very sugary. It does have the sugar in it. So it's 4 grams of total sugar, which comes from 4 grams of added sugar. And it does have sugar as an ingredient. And it has the sucralose as well. But it's not like a super strong sugary taste to it. It just tastes more like a regular chocolate protein bar, or just to say a chocolate bar with a little bit of that like chocolatey cream on top as well. Overall, when it comes to these pure protein bars, most of the time you can find them here in the US for under $2 per bar. So whether you're buying them like in a 4-pack like this, or the standard flavors where you can get them in more like 12 packs, they're typically gonna come in under $2. So somewhere around like $1.50, $1.75 per bar. So they're actually like a good value, since a lot of bars these days are like $2.50 a bar, maybe even more. So you're getting a good value for a protein bar. You're getting good value for the macros being 180 calories and 20 grams of protein. And this one, you're not getting any fiber, and you are getting like the added sugar and the other stuff as well. But in the case of this Cocoa Pebbles one, I wouldn't say it's anything that really like stands out. Maybe if you're a big Cocoa Pebbles fan, you want to just try it out one time just to see what it's like. But you probably won't be like that amazed by it that will become like your go-to protein bar to go get. And if you're someone who doesn't necessarily care about Cocoa Pebbles, I wouldn't say this one's too much different than just like the regular various chocolate flavors that they already have. So if this is harder to find or costs more for you to get than just like their standard pure protein bars, I would just go get the other ones. I would put this somewhere around, let's say, 7 out of 10, just based on the price, the macros, and then the taste. So again, here is what the bar looks like. There's the cross-sectional area right there. So hopefully you like this review of the pure protein new flavor Cocoa Pebbles.